The Marvel movie universe has already had some heavyweight talent in its film, but it may be adding the biggest name to their ranks yet. Reports have emerged that legendary actor Robert Redford may be joining the cast of the upcoming Captain America: The Winter Soldier. His potential character is said to be senior leader in S.H.I.E.L.D. Amy Rose, what would this mean to have a name like Robert Redford attached to a Marvel film?
Love me some Redford. Robert Redford is the man. We already have some amazing names attached. I mean, Chris Evans, he really proved me wrong. Like, when he was first cast as Captain America, I was like, we'll see. And I thought he did a really good job. I really liked the first film. Robert Redford's the man. I think that he would be great. And what it would really do is bring the older generations in as well. You know, I know my parents, for example, saw those films because mostly like Avengers because of all the star power behind it. But, you know, an actor from their generation even more, I think would bridge the gap between the hardcore, you know, fanboys and also the older generations that are just, you know, reaping the benefits of this latest age of comic book movies. So I think it'd be awesome.
The important thing to keep in mind about a guy like Robert Redford is that he's not just a great actor. He is Hollywood royalty. He is one of the biggest power players in the game. Now, it's really funny when you think of it in those terms, but he hasn't been in acting. He's directed, but he hasn't acted in a big Hollywood film since, you know, I think it was back 2001, that Brad Pitt film. I think it was called Spy Games.
I think it was Spy Games,
Spy something else. So he hasn't done a lot of acted in Hollywood films. Look, in the last number of years, we've seen comic book films stepping out of the shadows as just kind of like that, you know, the unspeakable ugly cousin of the movie family, to being taken more seriously, getting some legit named actors in it. Obviously, we've seen guys like Christian Bale turn in fantastic performances. You mentioned Chris Evans and others. But it's never been to the level where a guy like Redford would step into one of these films. And what that really marks to me is that, look, comic book films aren't just niche films anymore. They're not just blockbusters. They are seriously contended with motion pictures that everybody in the business would like to get associated with, given the opportunity and given a chance to do it right. So, I mean, if we see a guy like Redford, actually, if this is true, and Redford actually steps in to a role in Captain America, that says a lot, I think, about the state of film today.
But, like, Anthony Hopkins, I mean, I put him up there as close to royalty. He was in Thor. And, you know, I do think the game is changing. Robert Redford just solidifies it even more. But we have seen creme de la creme of the actors, you know, starting to filter in.
But I think there's a little bit of difference, because we've also seen in Captain America, right, with Mr. Charisma from Men in Black. Why do I keep on wanting to call him, but it's not Jeremy Irons.
Oh my God, Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. Why did his name just elude me? Mr. Charisma. We've seen high caliber actors. But there's then another level.
I think Hopkins is there.
That is kind of inhabited, who's not just an actor, but he is like an ultimate Hollywood power player. So somebody like a Redford, if Paul Newman was still with us today, a Paul Newman, if a Steven Spielberg actually decided to step in and direct one of these films, like, there's a very small club at the very top of Olympus. And I think that now that they're actually descending from on high to get involved in these films, I think it says a lot.
Hey everyone, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.